Oh God. No. Can't film like this. My hair is just... No. Can't film like this. Gotta sort that out now. Ooh, that's much better. Hello there, my name is Mark. This is Toast Dragon Fantasy. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you've all had a fantastic day. Today, I'm going to be doing the AuthorTube Newbie tag, which I think is a very good tag for someone like me to do, because I like writing a lot. I haven't written anything publishable yet, but I have written many words. What? You think that because you saw a BookTube Newbie channel in my last video that you weren't going to see an AuthorTube Newbie tag? No, I don't work like that. I'm an anarchist. You know, I play by my own rules. 2 minutes. This tag was created by Jenna the Dark One, so I will leave her channel down below. You should definitely go check out her channel. She's very funny. She has just the right amount of sadisticness. Now, what you've got to understand is that I've been writing my whole life, you know. I'm a serious person now. I really want to be taken seriously, you see. And I'm hoping that by doing this tag I will show you just how serious I am about becoming an author. Okay, this is ridiculous. If you actually were sitting there and thinking, I'm going to do a whole video with this on my head, you're wrong. Right, I think I've spent enough time flouncing about in a wig for one video. So without further ado, I have the questions written down here because my memory is poor. Let's just get on with them then. I found out about AuthorTube originally through Wallshot Publishing, I think. His channel is one of those that I've watched pretty much since I started exploring the world of BookTube. Around the same time I started watching these videos, AuthorTube came about, and I think his version of the tag was the first that I watched. I write fantasy. I don't really have any desire to try and write in any other genres. Certainly not now, certainly not at the moment. Science fiction is one I'd like to have a go at one point. Horror maybe, but you'll never get me writing a contemporary, I don't think. It's pretty much fantasy, hence the channel name. My preferred writing tense is past. My point of view is always third person. I like first person books, and maybe one day I will have a go at writing one, but for now it's very much third person, past tense. It's just what I'm comfortable with. Category of story. English. I'm gonna go against the norm, I would say here. I'm a pantser, almost 100%. Certainly with the one that I'm writing right now, I'm about 10,000 words in, and I have no idea where it's going. I kind of know, based on my kind of overall vision for it, I kind of know how the book's going to end. I kind of know the main key event, but leading up to that, not a clue. I haven't got a clue what's going to happen yet. And I love that. I love writing like that. I think it's more organic. I'm constantly surprising myself every day when I'm writing. I'll come up with some new character aspect, which can be moulded through revisions, but the organic kind of clay, that's precious, I think, and I don't think you can get that if you plot your books. So I am almost completely a pantser. I am yet to be published. I think as a fantasy writer, Galanx is obviously a goal for any fantasy writer, I would say. Harper Voyager, they publish tons of good stuff every year, so they would be a good one as well. Literary agent, when I do these searches, I've done some tentative research into the publishing world, and the name that keeps popping up is a woman called Sarah Megabow. You know, when she lists what she looks for, when I put in my specifications on these websites, her name has popped up quite a few times. Perhaps she'd be the one. She'd be a person I would be very interested in coming across one day, if I'm lucky. I feel a little uncomfortable in giving advice videos, and the reason I feel uncomfortable giving advice videos is because I'm not an expert. Clearly, I'm not an expert, and so it would feel a bit, maybe a bit pretentious to try and give advice when you yourself have not experienced it, you know, fully. Instead, what I'd look to do is just talk you through how I do it, you know, and from that you may be able to take something from it. You may not. You may think of my craft as completely bonkers. There may well be a few skits in there as well, because, you know, that's what I do.
Congratulations, Mrs. Marks, Mum. You've given birth to a wonderful baby boy, and he's writing a sonnet.
I remember very vividly the first story that I ever wrote. It was in year 1, it was with Mr. Hammett, and it was about a house that floated away. I don't know how, I don't think there was a storm, but I just remember that my main character woke up one morning and his house was floating away. It was floating on down a river. This story was 16 pages, and to this day it's probably the best thing I've ever written. I don't know if any authors have inspired me in terms of a writing style. I try and take aspects of Joe Abercrombie's characterization because he's a master at it, and I think he's also a master of dialogue. Brandon Sanderson's overall kind of control of the story is expert. I don't think there are many better than him at that. So maybe, I suppose those two, you'd perhaps argue that yeah, perhaps those two. Some of you were perhaps thinking a drink would come out of this. You'd be very wrong. I don't schedule my writing at all. I just write when I feel like it. Probably not the best way of doing things, but it's the way that's worked for me over the last 2 or 3 years, and I've got plenty done doing it that way, so I don't feel any need to change right now. I don't actually do any of those things. I go to the beach and I take a big stick and I write my story in the sand. I always remember there was this time that I wrote this 50,000 word epic with knights and dragons, adventure and magic, and then the tide came in, so I lost it. Now that I'm officially part of AuthorTube, I think I should get a certificate of some kind. I'm just simply looking forward to finding other official AuthorTube members. I think we should all get medals or something. I think that'd be great. Oh, right, well, that is all the questions. 13 of them. Having said that, 1 or 2 of them do have multiple questions, so that's happened. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like my videos, or if you think you're going to like my videos, please subscribe to the channel. I will try my best to post twice a week. This has been a lot of fun, actually. It's always good to think about your craft. I'm definitely going to go into more detail about the actual stories that I'm writing at some point in the future. Fairly near future, I would say. And I'm very, very excited to share my ideas with you. So, until next time, my name is Mark, this is Toast Dragon Fantasy, and I will see you in the next video. I remember very that was me throwing out the bad word and catching the good word. It's like a boomerang, you know, bad word. Good word.